Wonderlands just dropped a new trailer and it's got me hyped up. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys some of the things that you might have missed if you weren't looking closely. First up, let's address the elephant in the room. The game is rated T for teen, which I know probably worries some of you guys, but keep in mind, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep was also rated T, and it's widely considered to be some of the best Borderlands content we've ever had. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes and mushrooms. Starting off with this wide shot of a castle inside of a cave. Notice the ice. I'm hoping that this plays like real ice and we can actually like go out and slide on and do some silly stuff. I love maps like this. They're just begging to be explored. Next, we cut to some skeletons drinking some magical looking drink, and it looks like this guy back here had a little bit too much. Here's a huge crystal that might be iridium. I mean, it's purple. It looks like iridium. Also, what's up with this barrel? It's some sort of crystal barrel, maybe? I don't know. Another thing to note is that we're going to see the return of the yellow paint marking the paths like we had in Borderlands 3. It's a simple touch, but sometimes this helps lead the way to some treasure or loot, as in this case where it appears to be that there is a rare loot chest right here. We get another up close look at the Furior guns. These are the new TDR that are more aptly named, presumably by Tina herself. It appears that amp damage is back, as the glow at the end of this barrel would indicate. Not sure if anybody else has noticed this, but zooming in, it looks like enemies drop spell ammo, perhaps. It looks like a magic spell page or a front cover of a book, maybe. I don't know. Or it could just be this drops a white rarity spell. I'm not sure. Also, check out these guys chilling around the cauldron in the back and what appears to be speakers on either side of this arena. There's a lot going on in this shot. Then we get to see an awesome slam into a group of mushroom butts. Now we get to see something new. Well, a few things actually. In this shot, you can see that the character is casting a spell with their left hand, but notice that the gun appears to have some sort of spell on the barrel as well, indicated by the symbols and the glow. This might be one of the special abilities of this new class, but more on that in a moment. If you blinked, you might have missed your character does some sort of ability where they snap their fingers and cause this enemy to explode with some sort of spell. This appears to unleash some sort of area of effect damage on the other skeletons nearby as well. Also, anybody else notice this heart barrel to the right? Maybe this is like a way to make enemies into allies. You hit them with the barrel and then all of a sudden they fight for you for a little bit. Can we also take a second to talk about how awesome this looks? Casting several lightning spells in quick succession, just bam, bam, bam. I love it. Now we cut to a shot of one of the new playable classes casting a spell with their right hand. Up until this point, it's just been left hand spell stuff. They follow this up immediately with a left hand spell to show off what this class can do. Another wide shot, and this time we see a castle that's overrun by vines and presumably iridium. Then we get some mushroom boobies. The finger snapping thing returns, this time on the left hand. The right hand casts a spell, then the left hand snaps, and once again a big area of effect damage is unleashed. We are now introduced to the SPELLSHOT class, and like I mentioned earlier, this class can use spells in both hands. Basically, if Salvador was a siren, dual wielding magic sounds like it could be ridiculously fun and powerful. Or as they call it here, ambidextrous. It's brilliant. Just brilliant. Another new enemy is introduced. This little crab guy appears to have made his home in the skull of a cyclops, and I'm guessing that right in the middle is the crit spot. The snap returns again for some more damage, but this time we're spamming the snap. It seems like the more snaps you apply, the bigger the explosion when you hit the enemy with the spell, maybe? I'm not sure. But if you blink, you might have missed the crystals in this gun too. I'm starting to wonder if guns can have special properties if they roll with these crystals as a part on the gun. Maybe instead of anointments, these guns are infused with magic of some sort. That would be a nice change in my opinion. Polymorph, people predicted it. Polymorph is a spell that you can use to turn enemies into skeep, which is skag sheep. Now, from the press release, they list spell shots as gun-toting wizards who can unleash a constant barrage of spells and bullets and transform their enemies into harmless livestock with the snap of a finger. While others may view their guns as mere weapons, the spell shot is trained rigorously until it becomes an extension of their own magical will, weaving gun and grimoire together to enhance their spells and imbue their weapons. So it sounds like this class is going to have ways to make their weapons even more powerful via magic, essentially. These maps are just beautiful. They're breathtaking. I love the look of all of these maps. The press release also includes some information about the various maps that we see here. The Weep Wild Dankness. And this map appears to be the place where you're going to find mushrooms and tree roots everywhere. Best advice for any adventurer would be stay away before your face turns as purple as the shrooms. But the second best advice is to keep your eyes open and your nose and mouth and any other orifice you can think of closed. And then we've got the Pharamid. This place holds despair and desolation so thickly you can almost taste the sad in the air. Raised skeletons, shambling undead, and the emotionally dead skulk every corridor. The rare few heroes who enter this place should have no illusions about the task before them. To enter unprepared would be a huge mistake. Mount Crawl is home to a bustling gobtropolis where rowdy, nasty goblins and towering, tyrannical trolls toil in the name of their subterranean deity, Mount Crawl. Think about that. Not all are satisfied with their labors, however. A booger of revolution is slowly taking form in the nostrils of the workforce. It's time to pick a side in that booger. Mount Crawl sounds like in this press release that we might see a return of CRAWMERAX in this game, and that's got me hyped. And now it's Thor time. The next class is called the Clawbringer, and if you ever wanted to have Thor as a playable character in Borderlands, well, you're in luck. But they're more than just a hammer. They also get a pet baby dragon that follows them around and helps them in battle. Cleansing Flames appears to apply incendiary damage to all hammer hits. This ability also does knockback on enemies, as you can see here when these little goblins go flying. You also get to throw the hammer and summon it back, both times dealing damage to anything in the hammer's path. This also appears to make some sort of bubble around the area where the hammer hits, maybe a healing bubble or extra damage while in the bubble. Hard to say at this point. Either way, once you recall the hammer, the bubble disappears. The press release for Clawbringer says that they are faithful warriors who bring down thunder and flames upon their enemies with a spectral hammer alongside a fire-breathing wyvern companion. They are an order of warriors who seek to bring heroism to the Wonderlands. Their dragon aura empowers their whole party with additional damage and more. So Clawbringers, in addition to being badasses with hammers, will also help their teammates be even stronger with special abilities. Then we get a selfie skeleton and a winky mushroom. I am so hyped for this game. March cannot get here soon enough. If you haven't already pre-ordered, you can do so with my link, which I have pinned in the comment section below as the top comment. Ordering with my link will get you the Knights of Butt Stallion pack, which includes the Scrumdiddlyumptious Armor preset and the Tina Triumph banner set for a grand total of 7 items. This is only available on digital pre-orders via the Epic Game Store, however. So that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive into the new class trailer. Let me know if you spotted anything that I missed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.